Man keeps mermaid as pet to get a mermaid's tears, to electrocute her every day, to save herself. The mermaid lied that she knew the secret to immortality, so she took the man to the river. Then she told Anne to dive into the deep sea to find the Mussel King, and took the 3 jewels from his body. The man stared at the pearls and laughed loudly. He ate one without hesitation. He turns out to be a 30 centimeters dwarf. It turns out it was all the Queen and Anne's doing, but no sooner had they returned to the deep sea, the Queen's strength was exhausted from her training. Her body will age and die, and asked her what she could do to save her. The Queen said the antidote was the scales on Anne's body. Anne didn't hesitate and plucked a fish scale from her body. The Queen felt that she had caused Anne's death. She shed tears of guilt, but to Anne, she was already like a sister to her. But when the Queen took the scale, she fainted. It turned out that this one fish scale was far from enough to restore her mental powers. She had to collect all 99 scales to be cured. Anne agreed without hesitation. She would collect all the scales every day for the rest of her life, and she swam ashore. On the other hand, her stepmother, who had been thrown out of her home, she wandered the streets all day. One day her 2 daughters found her and told her that no one was home right now. They rushed to bring their mother home to enjoy herself, but then they met Anne and her father, who were returning home. The father turns pale and tells Anne to go back to her room, but the sisters think their mother is back in the house. They start to exclude Anne again, but they don't know that their father is completely disappointed with their stepmother. No matter how hard she pleads, he just tells her to get out of his house as soon as possible. The stepmother has no choice but to leave, but her 2 sisters threaten Anne to ask her father to forgive her mother, or she will be bullied again, and has to go to her father to ask for forgiveness. But her father has made up his mind. He won't let the wicked woman come back. The 2 sisters had no one to turn to. They had to do their own laundry and cooking at home. How can a person who is used to eating and working hard, how could they be willing to live a hard life? One day the 2 of them are on the side of the road, trying to figure out how to get their mother back. When they saw Anne coming with a parcel in her hand, they grabbed it without a second thought, only to find that it contained golden fish fillets, and had been saving up for the Queen's life for a long time. But in the scramble,